With the holidays right around the corner and vacations planning for next year, now is the time to start investing for those high priority items like the vacations themselves. Now, of course, with the rise of costs, the increasing cost of vacations go up as well. 1 week vacation for two people in the United States is around $3,200, according to Bankrate. When you start looking at a trip to Europe for one individual, you're talking about $4,000. If you're taking a family of four to New York, you're looking at $7,000 to $8,000 for a vacation or a trip. And again, if you're planning to travel for the holidays, that could also be a higher expense as well. Just because of the seasonality of the traveling, it can be more expensive. Now, we have seen a 53% price inflation when it comes to airfare, food, lodging, activities, expenses outside when you're going on vacation. So again, planning for those now are going to be very, very important to earmark money for that and get it set aside. Number one, budgeting for your trip ahead. This is where you want to really do your research, know exactly how much you're going to spend, or kind of a rough amount so you can start budgeting. So again, if I'm looking to travel in 12 months, I know it's going to be $2,000. I'm going to have to save X amount of dollars to go ahead and make that happen. That way, at least a bulk or majority of the costs are going to be paid for. Again, when you look at traveling, if you're going abroad, there are a lot of different costs associated with it. So make sure that, again, you do your research, hop on Google, see the cost of where you're going. Make sure that you have the plane tickets. Those are probably going to be one of the most expensive. And then, of course, the lodging is going to be the another one. Food, a little bit variable, souvenirs, things of that nature, variable. But again, you want to save money and you want to flex the budget to save that money, to making sure that you're not going to spend too much. Now, during this time, guys, you can also take advantage of interest rates as you're socking away money on a regular basis every single week, every single month. You can take advantage of higher interest rates while you're saving that money aside. Looking at the regular brick and mortar banks, they offer a 0.56 annual percentage yield, which is the average in the United States, which is kind of crazy. There's a lot of places that offer high yield savings accounts. For instance, I use M1, which is right down below. They have a 5%. That is right, guys, a 5% high yield savings account. So it is completely liquid. Take advantage, even if you can make, an extra 20, 50, $100. That can cover some of the food costs. That can cover some of the souvenir costs. Making sure that you go in there and you're utilizing what you need to get those high yield savings accounts. In addition, that should be the same place that you're saving your emergency fund. Even though it is liquid, you can still earn a really good return. Number three, savings in the background. Now, we talk about this a lot, guys. Making sure that you have automatic deposits that are going to those savings accounts. And it also means paying yourself first. That is right, guys. So you have your gross pay, you have your automatic deductions that are going to come out to the savings account because you're really excited about the vacation you're going to take next year. Then everything you get is your net pay or the take home pay that you're going to be able to budget and that you're going to be able to live on. Again, knowing that that money is already set aside for the vacation, allowing that to build up before you go on vacation, because a majority of people, and this is what I see in my personal position, is a lot of people want to go on vacation. They'll come in, they'll do a loan for $8,000, or they'll just put $8,000 on their credit card, meaning that over the next 3 to 5 years, they're going to be paying this $8,000 back. Well, now the $8,000 that they took for a vacation ends up being $10,000 that they spent on vacation because of the interest over that 3 to 5 years, or it is essentially debt that they never pay off, guys. We see a lot of people that put this money on the credit card. Credit card interest rate is 20, 25%. They never pay this off, and they are literally carrying this vacation forever on debt, their credit cards. Then all of a sudden they take that debt, they might do a consolidation loan. Now the debt is just moving to another debt, or even worse is they'll use a product like a home equity, consolidate all of that credit card debt. This could be a year, 2, 3, 5 years down the road that they are still carrying the debt 5 years down the road from a vacation that they might have taken, 5, 10 years ago for some individuals, which means saving the money and having an upfront to afford a vacation. And you know what, guys, you have to be realistic. If you're at the point of your life or point of your career financially, it doesn't make sense. You can't take a vacation. Look at a lot of staycations. Look at a lot of different things that you can do that are not going to be as expensive as taking those vacations. Now, guys, if you like the content that I'm putting out there, please consider subscribing to the channel, and let's continue. Number 4, the early bird deals. Now, it is Black Friday. That is right, guys. It is Black Friday here in the United States. Snagging early bird deals or seasonal deals Right now, I know Disney for sure has a lot of huge Black Friday deals that are out there. Making sure that you're doing, again, your research, especially if it is not short term. So if you're looking in the next 6, 8, 12 months, even year or two, guys, depending on what you want to do, you can plan a lot of stuff ahead of time. You can pre-buy some of it. You can make sure that you can get the deals, get the packages, and know exactly how much money you're going to have to save for this vacation. Because like I was saying, if you're not actually saving the money, if you're just going to go ahead and borrow the money to go on vacation, you're going to realize real fast that you don't have the money to repay that. Number five, give yourself room to splurge. Now, I love this one, guys. When you're going on vacation, you want it to be part of a magical experience. You're paying for the experience, and a lot of people will pay more for the experience when it comes to vacations. Making sure that if there's a restaurant you want to try that's overseas, picking up a souvenir that you really want to get, even upgrading your first class tickets, going scuba diving, going on explorations, going on a lot of different things, guys. It is the experiences in life that are going to make the difference. So again, take some extra time, make sure you're setting aside that money for those excursions. I know when my wife and I went on our honeymoon, we did a couple of excursions, and it was really cool going to see actually different places of St. Lucia where we went, but being able to go and see waterfalls and see mud pools and see a lot of different things that they offered. And again, we paid for all of ours up front, meaning that when we went there, everything was already paid in full. Make sure you have a splurge built into your budget or a little bit of a fund. That way, you know that you're not going to be, again, going into debt. If it is a last minute cruise, if it is going on, whatever it may be that you want to do when you go on vacation, guys, plan it out. I'm not saying plan every minute, plan every single thing that you're going to do, but make sure that you're hitting all the major points that you want of this expedition or this vacation. That way you can really check it out. Number six, building the excitement as you save. This is going to be very, very cool because, as you know, the anticipation, again, I had an individual who wanted to go over to Europe, always dreamed of going to Europe. We saved over 18 months. She had more than enough money to go to Europe. She is going there completely debt free, essentially, because she's using her own money. Now, in addition to that, guys, is she knows when she's coming back, she is not going to have to pay for that vacation for an extended amount of time. The dream vacation will be done. She went to Europe. She's always wanted to. It made that dream a reality. And I know you can do the exact same. Now, budgeting before, again, helps you build really excitement for the trip. When you see the money that is accumulating in that account, you know exactly what it's earmarked for. Utilizing those automatic deposits make a really big difference. You can check your balance every now and then to see if you're on target or if you need to increase it a little bit. As you continue to do your research, you can really get it all set up to make sure that you have enough that is on there. The bottom line of this, guys, when you're going on vacation, and again, even if you're doing the holiday traveling, making sure that you're staying on budget, taking advantage of your compounding interest with those high yield savings accounts, getting the early bird deals, getting the Black Friday deals, building the excitement in the background of something you've always wanted to do. And make sure, guys, that you're doing this. It is very important that you take time away from your job, that you're actually setting, time away to enjoy life. Life is not about working, grinding 24/7. You have to take a break every now and then. You have to enjoy the little things and make sure that you go ahead and take this vacation. So some really cool vacation tips, guys. And again, holiday travel vacation, you can do it kind of one and the same. A lot of people kind of combine them together. So that'll do it for today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one.